Consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tar Heels offense will have first crack at this one. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of them.
Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his... Ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start. And that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And we get our first look at Gunnar Stockton. He's trying to flush that last performance. 4 interceptions and just a single touchdown pass. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Time to take a shot. He got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll stick of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Running inside, it's Phillips. Picks up the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Delayed handoff. It's Frazier. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Here's a give to Frazier. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Working that left side now. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Thurman. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the timing just a hair off. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll run the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The play action fake. Finds his tight end.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Escapes the pressure going right. Right on the money. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to go right back downfield, using the quick game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between, also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw is complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback, wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air to knock it away.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Quarterback moving. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Schiff. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. North Carolina will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 7 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Mountaineers sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. The victory caps off an 8-4 regular season, and you'd have to think an invitation to a quality bowl game. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Chapel Hill. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they the 21. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Flying down the left side. All the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
To the air, it's Edwards. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Handoff for Frazier. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was a run, a pickup of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Phillips. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Frazier. Maybe a crease. He has 60 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season. On first down, Nate Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to the As big-time players make big plays in big games, he has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Gets away. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Tar Heels. Out the punt unit. On to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Using his legs, it's Phillips. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires on the move. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. drives, we'll see this offense again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Ship. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The run to the left. Makes one man miss. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Makes the catch, it's Thurman. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Sets up the screen. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They are putting an exclamation point on their season with a victory here in the season finale, and gives us a chance to take a look at what's coming up the rest of the week. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Got his man. Open space at the 25. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he made the extra point without problem.
35, North Carolina, 14.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Didn't even reach double digits on the scoreboard last week. They breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Might be looking to run. Makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They'll run this play from the pistol. The RPO, it's complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Temple. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And this out of reach, you know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete on third down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
A lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This offense was challenged after a poor showing last week, and they have answered the bell. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Powers through the defender. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Takes the handoff. It's Temple. Might have a chance. Makes it past the marker. Inside the... And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Temple.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Chambers. He lobs one high down the left side. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his